Hi and welcome to the channel. Today we are going to take a look at the life of Enoch O'Connor. This video focuses on the books and not the movie. Although little is known about Enoch's life before Miss Peregrine's loop, it is said that he was born to a family of undertakers and practiced his peculiarity on corpses. Enoch makes his first appearance in Chapter 8. He strikes up a conversation with Jacob Portman and instantly comes off as arrogant and cynical. Jacob tries to get information out of Enoch about the Whites, but is only led to deceased Victor Bruntley's bedroom after Enoch's suggestion. Bronwyn and Enoch confront him in Victor's bedroom, and Enoch makes Bronwyn cry. It's implied that Enoch had resurrected Victor in secret, perhaps multiple times, likely with Bronwyn present. Further into the novel, Enoch goes along with Emma Bloom's plan to wake Martin, the Dead Museum's curator, so they could interrogate him about his murderer's identity. Enoch uses his peculiarity to bring back life into Martin's body and, along with the assistance of Jacob, Emma and Bronwyn, had just began to question him when they were interrupted by Dr. Golan. After the White in disguise failed to manipulate Jacob into siding with him, Golan leaves the Cindergasti to perish under a Hologast's wrath. But together the children manage to temporarily overthrow the monster. Enoch, alongside Bronwyn, flee back to the safety of their loop after Jacob instructs them to. After the battle at the docks, they learn that changeover didn't come and Miss Peregrine has been abducted by the Whites. The Peculiars decide to bury Victor's body before they escape their loop, and it was evident that Enoch had been close to Victor, as he presents his favorite homunculus to Victor's grave. Afterwards, Enoch along with the other children set off in multiple boats in search of Miss Peregrine. Enoch appears in Chapter 1 of Hollow City, together with Jacob, Hugh and Emma. He helps to prevent the boats from capsizing during a vicious storm. It is mentioned that Enoch brought with him a duffel bag filled with jars of reptile hearts. In Chapter 3, Enoch's passion for war and the military is made clear when he recognizes the air raid blimp that the Whites were traveling undercover in. They escape into the woods after the Whites spot them and Bronwyn reads a story from the Tales of the Peculiar to a distressed Claire. Enoch scoffs at the story's stupidity. As the children all fall asleep around their makeshift camp, Enoch sits with his back to Horus in an attempt to stay warm. After being taken captive by the gypsies, Enoch helps to devise a plan to escape their cell. Afterward, they all gradually earn the gypsies' respect and even go as far as demonstrating their peculiarities to them. The peculiar children are abducted by the Whites and held at gunpoint after trying to board a train, but are rescued by Hugh. Enoch apologized to Hugh for always poking fun at his peculiarity, saying that he was grateful for what he did. When they finally managed to get on their train, Enoch ordered plenty of food and teases Olive about being a picky eater. Enoch, having spent his early life in London, is the Peculiar's guide for when they are traveling around the city. Enoch also discovers where the Peculiar pigeons were hidden, and when the Peculiars met the Bone Brothers, Enoch was the first one to realize they are Peculiars too. At Sam's and Esme's house, Enoch acts very uncharacteristically. He attempts to cheer up young Esme, who is frightened by the bomb rain. Enoch makes his homunculus ride on a rubber duck around the bathtub. Unfortunately, the Hologasts sensed the Peculiars through Enoch using his peculiarity and they were forced to leave the two sisters behind. In Chapter 11, Enoch, annoyed by Winnie the Peculiar pigeon's confusion, snidely remarks that he would personally roast her on a spit if she failed to locate Miss Peregrine. He and the others are rescued from the White's fortress by Jacob and Emma in the dungeon, and they storm the remainder of the fortress until they are overpowered and surrender. He and the others are taken to Abaton to force Jacob to cooperate. After the Marines perform a loop collapse, they all escape in time. A month or so later he, Miss Peregrine, Emma, Olive, Claire, Bronwyn, Hugh, Millard and Horace stop Jacob's family from putting him in an asylum.